Hey guys, how are you? I wanted to do a quick little video about how to manifest. So, this is a nightly manifestation practice that I do. It's something that I've done for several years, and it's really interesting to watch the things that I've thought about. I've intentionally envisioned like how it's come to life over time. And so I wanted to share that practice with you guys so you guys can start to get comfortable with the actual practice of manifestation and visioning and calling into your life the things that you want. Okay? So this practice starts at night. So usually what I do is I just lay down in bed and I close my eyes. So I turn off all my screens. I make sure I'm not going to sleep with the screen in my hand, or I don't want the last thing for me to think about to be something that's on my phone because I'll end up dreaming about it. I want the last thing for me to go to bed doing or thinking about to be something that I want to call into my life. And so what'll happen when I start doing that is I'll start dreaming about the things that I'm envisioning for myself. And a lot of times, things will come to me in those dreams. So either like a creative solution will come through, or an idea, or like a step by step, or like this is something that you need to do to take this to the next level. I'll get clarity on something through my dreams, and then I'll wake up and then I'll start journaling. So if things come through to me in my dream, I'll start journaling it. I'll put it in my journal right away. And then I'll start taking steps to start taking actions to bring those dreams to life. And these are not always dreams that, are short term. Sometimes they are. So it might be things that, you're hoping to see in the next 3 months or 6 months. It might be things that, you're currently working through. Maybe you're having like tough conversations in your relationship or at your job, and you're seeking ways to like find solutions. So it might be something short term, or it might be something long term, like you want clarity on your career or your life path. But the process starts now, it's never too soon. All right, so we'll start off laying in our beds, getting cozy, and we close our eyes. And the first thing that we think about is the person. So who is this dream person that you want to be? What do they look like? Okay, so we want to break it down to how do they look? Do they have short hair? Do they have long hair? Are they wearing makeup? Are they bohemian? Are they like more naturalista? Are they really classy and chic? Like, what does this person look like? And it should look like you, but maybe an elevated version of you, okay? So what's their style? Like, do you have a certain style inspiration for this person? Is there someone who you might follow on social media that you're really inspired by their style? Like, what are they wearing? What do they dress like? What what clothes do they wear? What shoes do they wear? That sort of thing, okay? So you're envisioning what this person looks like. Are they more like put together makeup-y? Are they more flowy? Like, what's their aura? What's their essence? So you're really imagining this person. And then we're going to go into what kind of car do they drive? Like, we're really creating this life that we want for ourselves, okay? So what kind of car does this person drive? Are they driving a sports car, a sedan, four-door? They're driving, a big like truck or a Jeep, a Range Rover, an Escalade. Like, what are they driving? A bicycle? Are you like more sustainable person, like environmentally friendly? What's the type of, vehicle that they drive around in? And then we're going to think about what is their career. Are they in a managerial position? Are they in leadership? Are they working in community? Are they a public speaker? Are they a coach? And then with that career, we're going to think about what is the impact that this person is having. Are they working to, eliminate poverty? Are they working to empower women? Are they working to, solve some of the problems that folks are experiencing, maybe, housing or income related or food insecurity. Like, what's the impact that your job is having, your career is having on the world? And when we think about what's the legacy that we want to leave behind. So what do you want people to say about you behind your back or once you pass on? Do you want them to say, this was a really, thoughtful person, a really helpful person, really community-oriented person? So we're going to think about those things, right? Then we're going to envision the family. What does the family look like? Does this person have kids? Do they have a husband? Are they, just built off of community where they, maybe live with some girlfriends or live in a compound? Then we're going to think about the house. Is it like a multi-room house? Do they live in a condo? Do they live in an apartment? Do they have a lot of land? Like, we're going to really break down what does that house look like. We're going to talk about the bank account. What does the bank account look like? Are we happy with, just the basics? Do we want like 6 figures, in the savings, like 5 figures in the checkings? Do we want a certain number of investments? Do we want a certain number of like stocks or things like that? Think about what your bank account looks like, what your savings, what your checkings look like. And then think about how this person feels. Are they excited? Are they energized? Are they calm? Are they peaceful? Think about the aura that this person has, the presence. Like, what's the energy that surrounds this dream person, this dream life that you're wanting to call for yourself? What does the day-to-day look like? If you create the dream day, how are they waking up in the morning? Do they wake up and head to the gym right away? Do they have slow mornings? Do they work from a certain amount of time to a certain amount of time? Are they an entrepreneur? Do they work from home? Or are they driving into work? Like, what's their time with their kids? What's their time with their family? What's their social life look like? Like, when are they spending time with friends? So what does the day-to-day look like? What's their skincare routine like? What's their hair care? Do they make time for their nails? Like, those are things that you want to think about. What does the day-to-day routine or schedule look like for this person? Who is around her? Is it family? Is it friends? Does she have mentors? Does she have coaches? When you think about who's supporting this person and makes them feel good and pours into them, think about the type of people that would be in place around this person as a support system, as like their village. Okay, what are her practices? So we'll talk about skincare, we'll talk about self-care. Does she pray? Is she really physically active? Does she go to the gym? Is she a homemaker? Is she someone who, maybe likes to shop? Is she someone who is more of like a homebody? Is she really social? Think about like what are the practices, right? And then lastly, we're going to think about the values of this person. So what's really important to this person? And maybe it's the same as what your values are now, but you're not really living in alignment with it. So for example, maybe they really do like being a homebody, but your current life is saying, you got to be out, you got to be social, you got to be networking, right? So think about the values. Maybe it's home, maybe it's faith, maybe it's family, maybe it's friendships, maybe it's integrity, maybe it's, community. What are the values? What are things that really light this person up? And when you really know is when you think back on some of your day-to-day actions or things that you're doing that don't really feel right with you. Like, maybe you're going to a job that you hate because it's not fulfilling your passion. So maybe a value for you is working in something that you're actually passionate about. Or maybe art and creativity is a value for you, and that makes you feel really good and alive. Maybe faith is something that's really important to you, like going to church and reading your Bible. These are things that fill you up and make you feel really good, right? So think about what this person's values are. So once you have laid down, you thought about this dream person and this dream life, you're going to start dreaming about this person, you're going to start dreaming about this life, and then you're going to wake up and you're going to start fulfilling a plan. We're going to talk about it in the next video, but answers are going to come to you and you're going to start developing a plan, a step-by-step plan to get you to this person and to this lifestyle that you want. And we're going to talk about short-term goals, we're going to talk about long-term goals. But guys, manifesting is so real. It really happens, and it starts with this visualization process. And I talk about this third eye, this mind's eye, in one of my other videos. But if you can see it, that is a version of reality that you are able to bring into this version of reality. And so I'll be teaching you guys how to do active manifesting, because lazy manifesting is just dreaming about it, just thinking about it, just talking about it, but not actually taking the steps to get there. But if you can see it, it's already yours. So all you have to do is create the game plan to get you from point A to point B. So I hope that this video helps. Go to bed. Start envisioning this thing for yourself. Envision this person that you want to be. Envision this life that you want to be, and be super specific. Get down to the color. Get down to, the color of the clothes. Get down to the smell. Like, how do you smell? Get down to, like, the taste of the foods that you like to enjoy. Get down to, like, the types of vacations you want to take. Get down to the color of the car. Get down to the city that you want to live in. Get down to, the type of hair that you want to have, or, the certain type of self-care practices, or, the company that you work for, or the type of projects that you're a part of, and then watch this come to life, okay? If you like this video, let me know, and I can't wait to share the next one with you guys. Have a good one. Bye.